So today we're going to talk about a concept. It's called Facebook and Instagram ads, how to run dollar per day brand awareness ads. All right, we're going to dive into this in a little bit. Just want to kind of give you a quick intro on kind of what's going down today, what we have planned in the future. And my clicker might be dead. Oh, we're back. All right. So real quick, my name is Jared Larkin. I'm a sales rep with Chicago Title. It's my family, my wife, twin girls, son. Doing about 7 classes and events every single month. Okay. We got dodgeball coming up, by the way. If anyone wants to form a dodgeball team, it's coming up a couple weeks here in February. It was a huge hit last year. We had 16 teams. $250 buy-in, 6 people to a team. All the money raised goes to charity. The winning team gets bragging rights to be the best brokerage in town to throw dodgeballs, but then also you get to take all the money from that pot and donate it to a local charity. So if you want to learn more about that, or just want to come hang out and watch realtors throw dodgeballs at each other, come hang with us. Yeah, so that's coming up next. What else? We got, I was told to work on the name, Waxing and Whiskey. So that's for snowboards and skis and whiskey tasting. That's going to be in February as well. So stay tuned if you want to bring out anyone ski, snowboard. No, nobody skis or snowboards. Okay, it's just me, or like if you're from Colorado, it seems like you don't ski or snowboard. Is that a fair statement?
That seems so true. Yeah.
I feel like I've met so many like locals and they've never. Yeah, and then I'm from New York and I'm from the East Coast. We call it the Ice Coast, and it's like terrible. And then I come out here, I'm like, man, you guys are so lucky. You don't know what you're missing on. That's okay. Don't go up there. Less people on the lifts. Not like we need any more people, right? All right, moving on here. So today we're teaching meta ads. Technically, they're called meta ads because Facebook, Instagram is owned by Meta, right? But other classes we're doing, other classes we've done, we've actually got, let's see what we got on the docket here. Got a bunch of stuff coming up here. Today is going to be meta ads. Next class, somewhat close to you, we're doing travel hacking 101 on January 24th. For those of you that it does nothing to do with real estate, but I teach you how to open and close credit cards and travel for free. I've been doing it for like 9 years and it's the real deal. So if you want to learn about that, come check it out. And then we're going to get some more stuff on the books here because check this out. We got 13 classes. We just taught 4, I think, last week. We did Google Business Profile Optimization. That actually, fun fact, that was the class where the power went out on the snowstorm. And I literally held my laptop for like an hour in the dark to all the brave agents that braved it through the snowstorm to be there. Real estate tech and AI, real estate video pro levels 1 and 2. We've done a lot of level 1, level 2 is kind of next level. Farming, Facebook ads, we did Google ads last week. We got a Canva class coming up here. But this Google class is cool. Does anyone have a Google business profile? Cool. So if you want to optimize it, grow it, improve it, you've been to the one we did like a year ago. We got a few new things I got to share with you on that. Real estate tech and AI. This is an ever-evolving class that I teach. This is like all the latest cool AI stuff that helps you as a real estate agent benefit from AI, how to make your life easier, more efficient, all that. Anything from like how we take MLS data and we upload it into ChatGPT and we have it analyze it and we can utilize it for farming and all sorts of things. And then I show you how like AI is just crazy, evolving super fast, and how it can be beneficial to you in the real estate space. All right, so that's a fun little kind of crazy class that we got to do here. We've done this video pro class for a while. We teach you how to film and edit videos. You leave the class with a video. Level 2, we kind of take it to the next level. It's not really level 2, but we basically just kind of prep a concept for you where you show up. We've got 3 different scripts. We've got content. And this class, we're going to show you how to do different style video. It's that video where you're talking and then we remove the background behind you and we've got content scrolling or behind you on the scene, so you can essentially create like an informational video that shows the content behind you. Very easy to do. So I guess we call it talking head video. Okay. Farming, we did that one. It's a whole new class. Actually, I'm going to get that one scheduled here in February. How to leverage beyond just farming and sending mailers. Who's farming? Yeah, of course. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What's up? Welcome. Come on in. Come on in. You're good. You're good. We're just kind of rolling here. So, and then meta ads class is this, meta ads 102. If you want to learn how to generate leads on Facebook, that's not today's class. Next class, if you want to learn how to generate cheap Facebook leads, I teach this class and show you how to do it. On average, it's about $4 a lead, roughly. Google ads, taught this last week. These Google ads are like Facebook ads 8 years ago. They're not as restricted. You can target a very niche area, certain privacy safe neighborhoods. You can upload lists. You can, yeah.
Did you video that one? Can we watch
I
it?
I did. Yeah, I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you. Yep. Totally. Yep. Yep. So this is pretty cool. It's kind of what you could use to do with Facebook ads. Canva, this is coming up in early February. I think the first week in February. This is basically, I don't know, most of us, I think, use Canva, but I don't think we utilize how much is in there. There's so much stuff in there. There's a whole AI component. There's a whole video editing component. You can build like landing pages, like you can build all sorts of stuff in it. So we kind of dive into Canva and kind of next level things on what you can do. We'll be doing headshots and happy hours. We'll be doing panels. We'll be doing events. Really, like the point of all this, guys, is like at the end of the day, like I work for Chicago Title. I'm a sales rep there, and right, we have to do a good job as a title company. I understand, we all have relationships with lenders and title companies, and the truth is we have to do a great job on the title side and close your business, and there has to be a good relationship there. But then beyond that, right, I got to come in and help you with your business, with your marketing. My background's marketing. I love marketing. I always say I'm in sales, you're in sales, right? We're all trying to kind of have the same goals and objectives. And I love nerding out on everything when it comes to marketing, but I sell title insurance, but I love to help you. And that's why y'all are here today. And today, great segue, we're going to talk about Facebook ads. But before we get started, you guys probably have seen this handout a few times, so you don't need one. We'll give you one more. We've got some great tools and resources at Chicago Title that I want to give away to you all today. So here's what I'm going to do real fast before we get going. And some of this is actually going to benefit, especially for the people in the room that are farming and need access to additional tools and resources, okay? So what I'm going to do is this sheet in front of you. I'm going to go through, it's going to be kind of like a buffet style. Morning, how are you? You're good. You're here. You guys have pumped up the ratio now. We're looking above 50%. And I'm going to cover a little bit on what each of these tools and resources are. If you want access to this, no questions asked, check the box and we'll get you signed up with it, okay? So you plug in your name, email, we'll get you signed up, you'll be good. First things first is our Chicago Agent app. Do you guys use this? Mm-hmm. Do you like it?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Look at that 5-star testimonial right there, okay? All right, so what this is a free app that you can download to your phone, tablet, computer. It's called the Chicago Agent app, right? Just check the box, we'll get you signed up. It's got like 1 million calculators. So think anything from running a net sheet to a buyer estimate to fill in the blank, multiple offers, blah, 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 blah. The most popular one is probably going to be the net sheet app. So this is perfect. Of course, we can run net sheets for you at Chicago Title. But say you're on the fly, you're in a listing appointment, you're talking to a seller, they want a quick and dirty number on how much they're going to net. What I like about this is you can open up the app, say open it up on your phone, type in the property address of the property, and it's automatically going to pull in the property taxes. If they don't know how much their mortgage balance is on their property, it will automatically pull in any loans recorded and what year they were recorded in. Then it will tell you the average interest rate for that year. So what you can do is you can quickly plug in, all right, cool, we got a $500,000 loan and average interest rates were, let's go to 2.6% in the heydays, and it will automatically amortize down that remaining balance of that mortgage, okay? So then you can plug that in, it will spit it out in a good looking PDF, you can brand it to you, your name, your photo, and then you can send it to people. That's just an example of one calculator, okay? Tons of other calculators in there. In addition to that, there's a whole marketing side. Do you guys use this at all, the infographics, or no? No. Okay. So this actually is another section within the app. It's a whole premium section. It's expensive. We have to charge $1 a month due to RESPA, but I can tell you it's 100% worth it. There's tons of infographics, PDF documents, all sorts of stuff that you can download, share to social media. You can have them whether you're working with a buyer or seller. They action pack it with all sorts of stuff. But typically what they do is they use numbers and math to justify a reason on whether it makes sense to buy now, buy later, sell now. What happens if you overprice the property? What does that look like from a number standpoint? And it helps kind of break all this stuff down. So it's action packed. Tons of stuff, and these get updated every single month based on seasonality and what's going on in the market. So check that out too. It's pretty dope. All right, so that's Chicago Agent app if you want that. Always hit these really fast, guys. If you need a home buyer's guide or home seller's guide, so if you have a first-time home buyer, first-time home seller, we can print out these PDFs, give them to you. Again, it walks them through from A to Z, buying a home, selling a home here in this market, all right? In addition, I had this slide, property books. If you ever need a property book, what it is, it's a professionally bound binder that looks like that. That's got all this information on a specific property. So all we need from you is just the property address, your headshot, your logo, and a photo of the property. Our marketing department usually gets these turned around pretty darn quick. We overnight them to you. We literally just lose money on these. If you want to check one out, reach out to me. We'll get you a property book. These are kind of cool if you want to just go into a listing presentation or leave them in the home or show them to the seller and just kind of look cooler. We want to make you look cooler. Okay? Cool. All right, that's property books. Moving on. Market reports. If you need specific market reports, any zip code, city, town, county, I'm not paying for it. Write down as many as you want. We'll get you signed up. You can get them sent to you weekly, monthly, quarterly. These are great, again, social, whatever. You can tie into very specific niches with these market reports. All right. Last but not least, Title Toolbox. This is probably our number one resource at Chicago Title. What you can do is you can basically, we'll sign you up with a free account. Chicago Title subsidizes the cost to pay for a lot of this data. You get it for free. Any farm list, you can download it. High end, what this is you can pull data on any type of property within the entire United States. So it's not just Colorado, it's USA. You can pull anything from, single family homes to equestrian properties, to commercial properties, to fourplex, to types of land. We've got everyone under the sun using this thing, anything from real estate investors, wholesalers, real estate agents, lenders in this because it can do so much stuff. You go way beyond pulling just your basic farm list, all right? In addition to that, you can pull homes most likely to sell. So if you were farming and you wanted to even maybe just micro farm on a listing, you could pull the next ownership. The home's supposed to sell in the next 12 months. You can buy leads. You can pull phone numbers and email addresses and all sorts of stuff. So if you're farming, check that box, okay? Because the farmers in the room, follow up. We're going to show you how to target your farm with Facebook ads, all right? Last but not least, if you want to be on my email list, I send out an email every week sharing real estate tools, resources like this, invites to classes. Promise I won't spam you. So let's talk about real estate marketing and let's talk about omni-channel presence, all right? So who here has run an ad on TV? No? Yeah? Heck yes. Recently?
No.
While ago?
Oh, yeah, 3 years ago.
Where'd you run it?
Hey, RBO.
How'd it go?
0.
0? Not worth it?
Yeah, that's tough.
Okay. All right. I don't know if you guys have seen this. Hulu. I get the ads from Hulu. I think you can run an ad for like literally $500, which is interesting. I don't know if it'll work, but anyway, I'm getting off on a tangent here. But the point here is, right, we want to be on as many marketing channels as possible, right? Whether it's email, Facebook, Instagram, right? Any social platform, in person, phone call, email. And the reason why we want to do this is everyone prioritizes and values specific channels over other specific channels, right? I always share this example. You guys have heard it, right? If I go and post a photo of myself and my family on Facebook and I tag my wife, she probably won't see that photo for a week. If I go and post it on Instagram, she'll probably see it in like 15 seconds, okay? Right? And the point is she prioritizes different channels. So here, if I was only marketing on Facebook, she's probably not really gonna see my stuff, right? Same thing, right? Some people get emails, some people, I don't know. Who in the room has like over 5,000 unread emails, right? We all know those people. Yeah. But it works, right? Like your system works, and I'm like OCD and everything has to be looked at or otherwise it's an issue and it's got to go somewhere. But does stuff get missed? Does stuff get seen? So for me, from a marketing standpoint, right? Even though I'm in title sales, you're in real estate, right? I want to be on as many places as I can be. Facebook, email, social media, everywhere. Radio, anyone doing radio? Or tried radio? No radio. Okay. All right. Moving on. So, pop quiz. How many touch points per year does it take for someone to remember you and for you to stay top of mind?
7.
7 per year. 40, 30 per year. So that's like almost 3 a month. Do you know the answer?
I do.
No?
It's like 24.
24? 8. 8 a month?
8 a month.
8 a month? 9 a month? Yeah. Okay. So the answer is I don't technically know the exact answer. But the only thing I could find online was Gary Keller, who wrote, maybe some of you have read this, Millionaire Real Estate Agent, right? In the book, he said 33 times per year, but this was 20 years ago, right? This book was written in 2004. Actually, 2025, 21 years ago. So point here is, do you think that number went up? I think so. I think, yeah, 8 a month, right? I think it's a lot, right? Because we get so busy. So next, let me lead into this. How many ads does an adult in a metropolitan area see per day? Wrong answers only. 1,000. Okay, we're done guessing. All right. It's estimated that an adult in a metro area may see anywhere from 50 to 400 ads per day. Right? I mean, think about it. It's nonstop, guys. I mean, probably even in here. The point is it's easy to be forgotten about, right? So what can we do to stay in front of people? Because let's talk stats. I got to update these. They're a year old now. But the one I want to hammer home is 71% of buyers interview only one real estate agent. I find that fascinating, right? So if you're not even on the map to be considered the first one, they're not going to get you, right? On the sell side, check this out. It goes up. 81% of sellers contacted only one real estate agent, right? 65% sellers, 65% of sellers found their agent through a referral friend using an agent they had worked with before. So marketing channels, we're going to tap into Facebook, Instagram today. Show of hands, if you have to choose between one of these two platforms, Facebook and or Instagram, whatever one will benefit your business the most for real estate. If you could only choose one and the answer was Facebook, could you please raise your hand? 1, 2, 2.5, 3, 4, 5.5. Okay, yeah, okay, cool. And then Instagram, the rest, or maybe something else. Sometimes there's an outlier. TikTok, LinkedIn, Pinterest. No, okay, all right. So point here is, right, for most of us, it's Facebook, Instagram. We want to be on these platforms. We want to be in front of people. We're talking about Facebook, Instagram ads. So let's do this. Let's talk about this road right here. This is the road less traveled, brand awareness. What this means is most people, most agents, we think about running Facebook ads. We think, let's run ads, let's generate leads. Who's run Facebook ads and tried to generate leads? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like half the room. Cool. Who's hired a marketing company and tried to generate leads and got burned by the marketing company? It's always people. Yeah, it sucks. Unfortunately. Sorry. Okay. There's a way to generate leads. We teach that in the level 2 class. I'll show you exactly how to generate leads on Facebook. It's once you understand the process behind it, you just repeat the process. But for the purpose of today, I truly believe anyone, right? Anyone in sales, repeat business, referral business, right? Real estate agents, title sales, we got to run brand awareness ads. We got to stay in front of all of our people because we get forgotten about and we don't want to be that second in line agent, which is not going to get that interview to get that listing presentation and we're out. Right? So who should run Facebook, Instagram ads? Anyone, any business or salesperson who relies on repeat or referral business. Who should run Facebook, Instagram ads? Anyone who hates social media, anyone who loves social media. Who hates social media? Who has love-hate relationship with social media? Right? Exactly. So point here is, if you hate social media, perfect. All I ask of you is, can you come up with a couple pieces of content per year that we can run as an ad? I'll give you an example. Ben Gauze, buddy I work with at Chicago Title, he doesn't even have a Facebook, but we still set up and run ads for him, targeting real estate agents in Colorado Springs. Maybe you've seen them. The guy literally doesn't have a Facebook, but we just set up and run ads because he doesn't want to be on there. We stay in front of you. He did. He got hacked. It's a whole story. Don't get hacked. We'll talk about that later. And yeah, so that's the deal. And then if you love social media, take the content that you're posting that's getting the best engagement, let it run and post for a while, and then let's put a little bit of money behind it, a little bit of rocket fuel, literally an ad at $1 a day, and then push it in front of everyone. Okay? So that's the concept. That's what I want you all to take away. And then of course, the farmers, the 5.5 farmers in the room should definitely be running ads, because if you're spending any money on your farm, right, gotta be running those ads. And it sounds like you guys have been running ads to the farm for a while now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With your help.
That's right. That's right. We will help you. Okay. So those are the deal, the rules. That's the breakdown. So how do you run ads? Who's boosted a post? 1, 2, 3, 4.5, 5. Okay. Boosting a post is the easy button to spending money on ads. And unfortunately, they just take your money. And I'm explaining that to you right now. What happens is when you boost a post, it's like the gateway drug to running ads. It's very easy to do, but what happens is Meta puts bumpers on. Think of like you're bowling and there's bumpers, right? Anyone ever seen that and you bowl? They have that on for what you can choose and click on when you're setting up a Facebook ad campaign on a boost. It's very limited. You can't do much targeting. Then they say, hey, give us your money. And then you spend your money, and then Facebook takes your money, and then you feel really good. Maybe you got a bunch of impressions or whatever, but it didn't actually lead to anything, right? We just spent money and it did nothing. And it probably wasn't very targeted, okay? So that's what boosting is. What I want everyone to say, repeat after me. Boosting sucks. Boosting sucks, okay? And here's why. The other reason why boosting sucks is because when you run an ad and you boost it through any sort of Apple device, through an app, whether you're on your tablet or if you're on an app on your phone, guess what? The moment you click submit and you want to run that ad as a boost, Apple takes 30% of your advertising spend right off the top. They take 30% of your spend. And that doesn't even go towards the ad. So it literally is a waste of money. All right. So boosting, not good. We're going to show you what I believe you should do. And this is called setting up the Meta Business Suite. Now, here's the overview. The Meta Business Suite is essentially this hub where, unfortunately, it's a bit of a pain to set up. I know some of us have done it here. And we got to connect your Facebook business page and your Instagram account and create an ads account for you and essentially get them all connected. We have to figure out our passwords and plug those in and connect it. But once it's all set up and running, we're good to go. And we can run ads and we can do very targeted ads to our audiences, like our farming neighborhood or our database or our Facebook audience or our Instagram audience. All right. Unfortunately, Meta doesn't like to talk about this or share it or make it very easy to find or set up. So I'm going to show you how the heck you do this. All right. I'm going to show you how we run ads and then we're going to do a little show and tell. All right. So this is how you can do it. You can go to the Meta Business Suite on Facebook.com. You can also hit the menu button and there's a drop down. You can click on Meta Business Suite or Ads Manager. That's how we get back there. Okay. So right here, what we're going to do is when we set it up in the settings section, we have to connect our Facebook page, our ad account, and our Instagram account. Here's the catch. You have to have a Facebook business page to run Facebook ads. All right. If you don't have a Facebook business page, guess what? You can't run ads. Create a Facebook business page. In my opinion, the Facebook page, I post to it. I get really bad, you're good. I get really bad engagement on it. I really believe the whole purpose is just to run ads from the page. Instagram account, in order to run ads with an Instagram account, we have to have a professional account. Does anyone know if they have a professional account? Yes, maybe. Okay. If you don't know, I will show you real fast. Okay. So this is how you do it. Let's see if I can do a little screen mirror. Okay. Check this out. Okay. So if you don't know if you have an Instagram account that is professional or personal, this is how you can check right now. If you want to run meta ads, you have to have a professional Instagram account. The way you do that is you open up Instagram, go to your profile, click on the bottom right to take you to your profile. Here's mine. At the very top right here, if it says professional dashboard, you have a professional account. If it doesn't say professional dashboard, you can hit the edit profile button right down below and you can scroll all the way to the bottom and down here, it should say switch to professional account. You can switch to professional account. So there's only, in my opinion, positives to having a professional account. So if you don't, I recommend you switch over. The only reason why you would not switch over to a professional Instagram account is if you have a private Instagram account and you want to keep it private. Because if you turn it to a professional account, you have to make it a public account. Professional, you only get access to more stuff, more analytics. When you choose professional, you can choose between creator or business. I recommend you go with creator, especially if you're creating any content with videos where you want to select the music. Creator account will give you access to more music. So do that and good luck. All right, that's professional account. Make sense? Good? Good. Cool. Okay, stop this. Pop back over here.
Just to clarify, it was business.facebook.com.
Business.facebook.com. Yep. Yeah, we're going to have you bookmark it too. So once you get back here in the ads manager, this is what it looks like. This is what I'll explain to you, okay? When we're running meta ads back here, it looks a little bit overwhelming for most of us at first, which I totally understand. So I'm going to break it down for you. When we run any sort of ad, and this is on whether we're running ads on Meta, the same thing actually is, it's the same kind of layout when we run Google ads. What we need to know is there's campaigns, ad sets, and ads. There's 3 layers to your ad, right? First one is the campaign level. And what that means is, hey, Walt, what type of campaign do you want to run? Who do you want to target? Like, what's your objective? What's your goal, right? Am I trying to run brand awareness ads? Am I trying to generate leads? Am I running an ad for an event and I want to drive people to a website to sign up? Like, what's our goal? For the purpose of today's class, the goal is just awareness. We want to stay in front of all of our people on autopilot, all right? Next up, second level is the ad set. And what that is really just a few things. It's how much money do you want to spend? How long do you want to run the ad for? And who do you want to target, all right? And final level is the ad, and that's like, all right, well, what do you want to run? Do you want to create an ad from scratch? Do you want to upload a video or a photo? Or take the path of least resistance and pull in a previous post that you've posted on your account and just take that and run that as an ad. All right, so that's it broken down real fast. Unfortunately, it's very convoluted and overwhelming when we look at all this stuff because there's a bunch of buttons and things we can check. And quite frankly, we're just going to ignore most of it because we're not really spending a ton of money. We're not doing split testing. We're not doing all this other optimization stuff. It doesn't matter. We're running ads at $1 a day and we're running them very defined to exactly who we want to see. All right. So we hit the green create button. We then set up our campaign. Important. Once you start running ads, this is what your dashboard is going to start to look like. You're going to start to see ads that you have launched and set up or not launched, and they'll sit in here so you can see analytics on your ads as you get going here. And you can see, right, I ran ads at $1 a day. What I want to focus on for the purpose of awareness ads is 2 important measurements, and that's reach and that's impressions. Excuse me, reach and impressions. Reach is the number of people that have seen your ad, right? So you can see here, here's 1,241 people. This is impressions. Impressions is how many times has your ad been shown, right? So impressions in this example is 2,539. So what that means is there are people who have seen the ad more than once, right? It's almost double. It's more than double. Okay, that's okay to me. Everyone has a subjective opinion on this. My opinion is if I run an ad, say for a month, right? $1 a day, 30 days, I want someone to see my ad at least once a month, right? So what's that ratio? What's that frequency score? How many times do I want someone to see one? At least 4 times a month at a minimum. All right. Top of mind, top of mind, top of mind. Okay. So that's reach, that's impressions. Moving on here. Impressions are cheap. I don't know anything cheaper in the world of real estate marketing than Facebook ads like this right here. I ran an ad, hit 1,800 people, but the ad was shown 2,900 times. I spent $22.44. If I break down the math on how much it cost me to put my ad in front of exactly who I want, it's literally less than a penny. It's 0.007, right? It's very inexpensive to take my content and put it in front of who I want. Same for you guys as well, okay? So that's where we want to hit home. Again, every time you spend $1, you should reach roughly 100 to 200 people. So when we set up these ads, we run awareness. How this is broken down is, again, it's folders, right? So we start off, here's our campaign, which is Awareness 2024, right? Then within this folder, you can see our ads that I've set up and run, right? Here's ad, here's an ad, here's an ad, and it just breaks it down. So when we create our first campaign, right, we can name it, and really there's only one thing we have to do after we select awareness, and it's the most important thing, and it's checking the special category for housing, all right? If we don't check this box and you run anything real estate related, whether it's what you write or a photo of a home or a video or whatever, the AI will most likely pick it up. You could launch it, but then it will reject your ad. If you get denied too many times, it's not good. So don't do this. Make sure you check this box, all right? Like I said, ads are, again, for every $1 you spend, should reach about 100 to 200 people. So what you're thinking, if you're thinking, hey, how long do I run this ad for? What's my budget going to look like? The truth is for the first ad that you ever run, we don't really know the answers. We need to run the ad for at least a month just to figure out the metrics on how many people did your ad reach, how many times did the ad get shown to them, and then from there you can reanalyze, all right, do I need to run this ad longer, shorter? Do I need to spend more money? And figure out what that ratio is. But usually on average, your ad, for like rough math, if you want to figure it out, like back into it, your ad should at a minimum be shown to 100 people a day, all right? So just think about how big is your database list for all your people, right? And you can back into how much money you have to spend. Housing, yeah, hit it.
Sorry, can those ads be done by a Facebook audience?
Yeah, custom audience.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Coming soon.
Okay, I didn't know.
No,
I was
you're
like, I
good.
wonder if that was in the same realm.
Totally.
Good. Thank you.
No, yeah, you're good. Housing, real quick, why we have this, back in 2018, Meta got in trouble. Fair housing, if any of you ever ran ads before that, it was much more targeted, very specific. All of that's gone. The moment you check that housing box, right, your 1 mile radius goes to a minimum of 15 mile radius. All of the targeting that we used to be able to access for like cold audience targeting is pretty much gone. But fortunately for us, for whatever reason, where there's still a loophole on how we can target exactly who we want, I'm going to show you how to do that. All you need to know is just check the housing box. Okay, don't forget that. Otherwise, your ad will get denied. All right, moving on.
So,
Yes,
sorry.
you're good.
My primary audience is real estate investors.
Okay.
Hard money loans.
Okay.
Would I probably select housing or would I probably select credit? Probably housing, still more real estate related.
I'd say housing.
Yeah. Okay.
I'd say housing. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Next question, or excuse me, next section, ad setup. All right, so this is now, we completed the campaign. Now we're setting up the ad. Again, a lot of this stuff is plug and play. We don't touch it. right? We're running it under this Facebook page, Jared Larkin, right? We want our ad to be shown to as many people as possible. All we're going to touch is a few things here. I'll show you in a second. The first thing is the budget. Drop the budget down to $1 from whatever it's at. And then we're going to set up a start date and an end date, right? So say 30 days, push it out, always set an end date. That way you don't forget and leave it there, because if Facebook can take your money, they will take your money. So I highly recommend setting up a start and an end date. Another important component about this, see here, we can schedule stuff out. Once you start to get going on all this, you can schedule ads out for the entire year. Sat down with an agent yesterday. We scheduled out the first half of the year with just all the ads, right? We could say, hey, let's have this one run till February, and then this one launch in February and go to March. And what's great about doing this now, right? Y'all are going to get busy soon, and forget about this. So set it up now. Just believe in the process that we run ads into eternity for $1 a day, and just have faith in this concept. Okay.
Were those real times that you picked? That
Yeah.
time is
think so.
important, correct?
The time, not a big deal. Not a huge deal. On the grand scheme, if we're spending $1 a day, not a big deal. Yeah. I think key takeaway is just run it for 30 days and set an end date. So this is the second most important thing beyond checking the housing category, is the custom audiences. So this is your loophole into still running housing ads to exactly who you want. All right. So in the ad set level, there's an audience, and you can create what's called custom audiences, and you can create as many as you want, and you can target either 1 or 100 or whatever you want. But we're going to create a few audiences, and I want to show you what this looks like. So this right here is what you can't do when you boost a post, and this is why we are back here. It's this screen. These are custom audiences. What this is a custom audience is essentially a group of people that you have created and kind of put into a box, and then you want to run ads to these specific people and nobody else. So for example, things you can do is you can retarget people that visit your website. You can retarget people that watch 3 seconds or longer of your video. You can target people that open up a lead form. For the purpose of today's class, we're going to upload lists. We're going to target our Instagram people. We're going to target our Facebook people. Yes?
Can you target based on age?
Nope. No age. No age, no gender. No. But it doesn't matter if you kind of already know these are my people I want to target, and I want to keep the ad in front of them. So it shouldn't be a huge deal anyway. Okay? All right. Now, another key component here is you can target Facebook pages, but you cannot target Facebook groups for whatever reason. You guys have a Facebook group. So does anybody else have a Facebook group? So the loophole, if you did want to run an ad and get it in front of your Facebook group, the loophole that I know about that I would do if I were you is I would take a video, post it to your Facebook business page, then share that video from your page into the Facebook group. And now you can retarget anyone who within that group watches at least 3 seconds of that video.
Can you say that one more time?
Yeah, you can post your video to the Facebook business page, then share it from the page into the Facebook group. Then you could set up an ad that retargets people that have watched that video.
So it doesn't have to be like a YouTube video. It could be a video posted in the Facebook feed.
Correct, like within the feed. Yep. Yep, exactly. Within the group. Yep. So that's how that works. Okay? So, why are we doing this? We can target your database. We can target people who like your Facebook business page. We can target Instagram followers. We can target anyone engaging with your Instagram in the last year, and then your farm area. All right? Real quick, when's the last time you invited people to like or follow your Facebook page? Has it been a while? Let me show you this real fast, all right? So if you want to invite people to like or follow your Facebook business page, I highly recommend doing that, especially if you want to run ads, because we can tap into anyone who likes or follows your page. For whatever reason, we can't run ads to your personal Facebook friends. They have to like or follow your page. So I would recommend that you invite all of them to like your page. If it's been a minute, here's how you do it, because it's not very obvious. You go to your Facebook business page. I'm just going to do this on my computer real fast. Once your page loads, on the right-hand side, there's going to be 3 little dots, all right? And these 3 little dots are right here. When we hit this drop down, you can choose invite friends. It's then going to pull up any of your personal Facebook friends that you have not invited yet to like or follow the page. You can either select them one by one or just invite all of them. You can invite up to 1,000 people a day. So if you have more than 1,000, you can do 1,000, leave it open, do it every single day. Look at this, I got 118, let's go, right? But my goal is, hey, I'd love for all those people to like to follow the page, then they'll get put into that ad bucket and they'll start seeing my ad, all right? What I want you to take away here is there will be overlap when we run these ads between your audiences. There might, like Walt might be following me on Instagram, but he also might like my Facebook page. And heck, he might also be on my list when I upload his contact info into Meta. And the way I kind of describe this is think of this as like a Venn diagram. Remember that from back in school? It's like circles, and like the circles overlap, right? It's okay if you have audiences from different groups that are duplicates and they overlap. We just want to make sure we cover all of our bases and get everyone in there. Facebook isn't going to dock you for having, Walt here, here, and here. We just want to make sure we get Walt and everyone, and we want to take advantage of all these different ways we can do it. So when we're setting these up, we click on them individually. This is what it looks like if we wanted to set up our Instagram audience. We can retarget people who started following our Instagram. We can retarget people who have engaged with our Instagram for the last year. I like creating separate audiences for each of these. So I just click the circle, name it, save it, create another one, click the circle, name it, save it, and so on and so forth. But you can do all sorts of things. People that visit your profile, people who engage with a post or an ad, people who sent you a message. You can create all these segregated different audiences. For Facebook page, same concept, right? Anyone who likes or follows this page. That's why I want people to like or follow my page, this first one. But again, you can get specific with anything, but I want to pull them all in.
You can also do engagement.
Yeah, you can do, clicked on one of your buttons, sent you a message, saved a post, looked at a post. You can choose the specific post. You can get as niche as you want into what your goal is. All right, last but not least, my favorite one is you can upload phone numbers and or email addresses into Meta. At a bare bones minimum, you need at least a phone number or an email, right, of somebody that you want to upload and target. Because guess what, right? When Michaela creates an Instagram account, she has to provide her email address and her phone number. And all we're doing is we're taking that data, like, hey, we believe this is her. We want to run an ad to her. Let's upload her phone number, her email, her name, and have Meta find it, and then run a targeted ad to her, all right? At a minimum, your list needs to be at least 100 people in order to have a successful match, okay? The more data you have on someone, the better your match rate. So again, you are not penalized if you have more data on someone. So you could have, for example, up to 3 phone numbers and 3 email addresses for one person. All Meta does when you upload that data, it says, all right, this is the first phone match, anyone, this is the second, right? And just rolls through the data. So the more data, the better, all right?
Do you have a video on how to format? Because it'll give you the template, but then oftentimes, like, our database will be just formatted differently for brevity or for whatever. And it is such a pain in the butt to, like, swap.
Yep, I do. I'll send it to you.
Okay.
Shoot me a quick text.
Okay.
I'll send it to you. I have a video. Yeah.
Okay.
If anyone else wants that, I need to make a new sheet. Write that on the sheet. I'll send you the video. It's a good question. So what Michaela's asking about is there's a specific format to how your database list should look. And what it looks like is essentially like a CSV file with phone numbers and email addresses. And the one caveat is that the phone numbers have to be a specific way. What it looks like when you run it is you want to remove all of the characters within each phone number, and you want to add the country code in front of each phone number. So, right, if we're in the United States, that number is going to be 1. So what that looks like, for example, I need to add this as a slide, is we would actually put in the number 1 and then our phone number and write it all out, okay? So you could do this, this, or this. Oh, that's funny. Here's the video. I'll send this to you, okay? It's right here. Look at that, it popped up organically. That's funky.
So we're talking about it.
Yeah, it's listening. Did you guys see that, by the way? What is it? Apple's going to get in trouble for the phones listening. They like didn't admit, but they did admit that like their phones have been listening up until like literally December. Yeah. So anyway, back to this. Cool. So the other kicker on this, you guys, right, is like this list. I mean, it could be anyone, right? If you had a list of your investors or whatever, right, pop it in there because they don't have to be your Facebook friend. They don't have to be your Instagram follower. Just need their contact info. Okay. For the farmers in the room, that system that I showed you earlier, Title Toolbox, you can go into that system, map out your farm area, right? Pull all of the data, and then you can purchase the phone numbers and the emails. Okay, phone numbers are 5 cents, emails are 7 cents, so it's 12 cents a record. In theory, every 100 homes, if there was a perfect match, cost you $12. Very cheap, very inexpensive, right? And what's cool too is actually this system, they know that some savvy agents that are taking this class are doing this, and they actually created a nice little export option for you. So you can actually just click the Facebook export. It's formatted exactly the way it needs to be. And you can just upload it. Super easy. All right. But yeah, no brainer for the farmers because again, like if you're spending money on mailers, events, food trucks, right? It's so cheap to do this to hit all your people. And now they're seeing you on 2 more channels. Okay. What's next on the menu? Hibachi? What are we cooking?
No.
You want to actually have to speak crepes or something like that.
Crepes? Nice.
Belgian.
Oh, that sounds good.
Takes and go.
Let's go. Final step. Okay. So now we're down at the 3rd level, which is the ad level. And this is just what's your ad going to be. So really it's like, what do you want to run? Is it a video? Is it a photo? Is it a carousel image? Are we uploading something? Are we pulling in a previous post? And then what's our call to action? Do we want to have them learn more and take them to a website? Do we want them to send us a message? Do we want them to call us, right? We choose that call to action and then we run it. So you can see here, I actually just pulled in an existing post. My workflow is this. So if you are posting on social media, I would recommend post your content organically, let it sit there for maybe 48 hours. If you want to run an ad behind it, take that piece of content, pull it in as an existing post, and then put the rocket fuel behind it, $1 a day, 30 days. Okay. Makes sense? Head nods. It's good. Okay. So what does this look like? Looks like this. These ads go everywhere. Anywhere that Meta exists, which is all over the place, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, within the feed, within stories, within reels, on the sidebar, and then all of their partners too. So if they have advertising rights to different partners, your ads can pop up there. Basically, Meta, right? They know everything we're doing, everything about us. They're very accurate and they will find Walt and Michaela and serve them an ad. And that's how it works. Cool? Pretty straightforward. Okay, so success stories. This has led agents into getting listing appointments, increasing event attendance. Guarantee if you do this for a while, people are going to say, I saw your ads, they'll screenshot it, they'll send it to you. Like, it works, right? The other key takeaway here that I like is you don't have to worry so much about your organic posting content, right? That content that you post that maybe reaches a small percentage of your people anyway, right? Now, you can still do that, but then take it, put it as an ad, and push it out to all your people. Because unfortunately, the algorithm, for the most part, isn't very good, doesn't get in front of all our people, and this is the loophole into keeping your content in front of everyone. So if you're like on the fence on creating content or need a kind of a little boost on, hey, I should do this, this should be your boost because now you can say, hey, I'm gonna take this content and whether people like it or not, I'm gonna run an ad and they're all gonna see it, right? And it's gonna get out there.
If I could just say too, we just closed a deal that was a double-sided deal because they saw our ad.
No way.
That was the only reason he
Yeah.
called. Yeah.
I'm gonna need a testimonial after
Yeah,
this.
we just had that last week.
That's huge. That's so cool.
It was very cool.
Oh, it's
They did a
awesome.
lot easier. Like people just know all of our events. They're like, oh yeah, that's a Valor Home Team thing. And we're like, it wasn't our event, but sure, it's a Valor
That's
Home Team
funny.
thing.
The
Yeah,
brand has
brand
grown.
awareness is
I love that.
really working.
Thanks for sharing. That's so cool. So cool. Yeah, I mean, people are going to see it, right? It's this virtual environment, right? Like people are going to see your stuff. And it's one of those things where like you have to trust the process, right? Like you don't necessarily know every single person that is matched. It will show you the numbers. You don't know the specific people, but it's working and people are seeing your stuff. And if you just believe in it, and I always say like, right, put it in that bucket of your budget for the year of whatever else you're doing to stay in front of, right, your prospects, your database, whatever, and just put it in there and just trust the process. $1 a day, it's very inexpensive. The potential, right, cost that it costs you, the potential return is massive, right? Closing a transaction because of it. And the truth is we don't always know. Some of the more like numbers oriented people always ask like, well, how can I track, right, if this is going to lead to a deal? And the truth is you don't know unless you ask them, right? You don't know if like that Facebook ad that they saw was like the final touch that they needed to finally reach out and give you a call. We don't know. But the point is it's getting shown to them, and why not? Does that make sense? Good? Bad? Head nods. Questions?
So we know what people we can add to our audience. Is there a way to exclude people from your
No.
audience?
Good question. Not when it's a housing ad. Who do you want to exclude? Realtors?
Or agents?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We get that question too. Yeah, so here's the deal. Agents are going to see your ad. It's inevitable. Yeah. And I would just chalk it up to these are so darn inexpensive to do. It's going to cost you right half a penny. They're going to see it.
Yeah, I mean, we had an agent in the office that ran an ad with her like first time home buyer packet. It was like, DM me, whatever, your email address to get a copy of it. And she had an agent email, like message her their email address.
Yeah.
And I told her like just chalk it up to like it's the imitation's the greatest form.
Oh, totally.
Right? Like
Totally.
if you want to copy what
Yeah.
you're making, then obviously you're doing a good job. So
Yeah, I mean the truth is everything's out there, right?
yeah.
And like people are R&Ding everything. Nothing's original anymore.
Right.
And I always say let the agent see it. And you know what? That you never know. That might work to your advantage. I mean, I know some agents that like other agents and network with other agents because they want to possibly, have a leg up if they're in a situation where it's their offer versus someone else and that agent knows them and trusts them and choose them. And I've heard stories like that too. So that might be the positive side. But from a cost standpoint, yeah, we just got to let that go. It's inevitable. Question?
We'll run ads on our listings that are sold for a long time, and we'll get showings off of it. So it actually helps when agents get to see it
Yep.
because it brings in buyers.
That actually brings up a great point. Right? Listings, they might be sitting a little bit longer. That's another strategy that I'll do. I'll sit down with agents and we'll actually run ads specifically to agents, right? Just agents. Because my thought process is, all right, well, like who's kind of the ideal buyer for this property? Are they in Colorado Springs? Are they out of state, right? Who's that agent? And then instead of going one-to-one and trying to find the perfect buyer, let's go one-to-many and target the agents who have buyers and put the ad in front of them with the hopes that there's a connection there. And then they can, of course, schedule a showing or reach out, right? We do this a lot too with like higher end properties, luxury properties, right? Mountain properties where, right, we will then bring in and try to target maybe agents in other markets who are in feeder states or feeder markets that are having buyers come over into town. Yeah. So, works both ways.
Yeah, and it helps with broker opens, or especially the
Sure.
luxury
Yeah.
that we've had. We'll target to Dallas agents. I'll pull their information from Zillow,
Yeah.
and I'm able to target and then have communication with luxury agents and different types.
Yep. I've seen all sorts of creative things. I know some agents said they just want to be the relocation agent for their company. I've seen this with Sotheby's, I've seen this with Compass, and they'll pull the list of agents in other markets and run ads to those agents just to try to be the relo agent for anyone moving to their market. Yeah, there's so many strategies you could do. Yeah. So hopefully this kind of expands your mind on like what you could do here.
Question. So you said, post it to your business page and share it to your group page. Can that be the same for an event? Because I want to use that business audience from the business page, but I want it to go to our event page so that I can run ads off of, like, making sure I'm saying that correctly.
Yeah.
Like, post a video, run the ad on the video, but share it to our event page. So then I can be like anybody who's seeing that as well, that they're also getting.
Is it a Facebook event?
Yes.
Oh, perfect.
Well, it's a live event, but I created the event on Facebook and paired with the Eventbrite.
Well, then I've got great news for you, because anyone who does engage or click interested or going to any Facebook event, you can retarget those people. So that's actually a whole audience too
Okay.
that I actually didn't even share.
So you don't necessarily have to do that through the business page.
Uh,
I would know. I'd still need to post it to the business
Yep.
page, share it to the
Yep.
event page, and then target that audience.
Yep. So check this out. I want to show you all kind of what we're talking about right here. So this is audiences. I'm back now in the Meta Business Suite, and I've gone to the audiences page, and it's going to show the same screen that you saw previously up on the slide deck. But over here, what we can do is we can target, look at this, events. So does anyone else do Facebook events? Maybe, yeah, a couple head nods, right? I could retarget people who clicked going or interested in an event, or even shoot, look at this, even visited the event. Maybe they clicked it, right? Because we always got the looky-loos or the people that, maybe they're not sure, they don't want to make a decision yet. I mean, you could retarget all those people that even just clicked on the event page, right? I mean, this could be an audience, and then you could choose, right, the Facebook event or all the Facebook events for that
So
specific.
if we've had Facebook events that we've done in the past,
Yeah.
we can target those people as well.
Yeah.
Target the audience of a prior
She's got
event.
her stuff.
Yeah. Here's one
We
right
almost
here.
always have to start a new event each time we.
Yeah. So like,
Oh, but it has to be an event that we're a host on.
yeah, you're the host, and you have to have hosted it through your Facebook page. So I'm seeing like open house 7529 Bonterra.
Okay, so you have to. Then the ad can't come through your Facebook page. I have to go through
Yeah,
our
that's I gotta ask you about it because it's not through Valor, it's through the Lauhi.
Oh.
What if there's like a community event?
So it'd be a different page. Any event you want, as long as it's hosted through your page
Yeah, you
on
have-
Facebook. Correct.
What if there's like a
Oh, someone else's?
no, like a town
Yeah, it's
community?
this one.
A town community event on Facebook?
I'm in Castle Rock.
Yeah, yeah.
Starlight.
But we haven't.
If you're the admin of the event, then yes.
Okay, but if you're not,
Can't tap into it. That'd be too easy. That'd be way too easy. That'd be like just shooting fish in a barrel. Can you imagine?
that'd be awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. But like,
Yeah.
so you guys, yeah.
So
Yeah.
so because we're part of our neighborhood group,
Yep.
we can't post it from Valor. So I post it from my personal page.
Oh.
So if we create it in Valor, the event,
Mhm.
and then share, see, we can't share
We can share it to our event though. We can share it to our event page, just not
So look at this.
group page,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
You go to your page like
Well,
this.
You can share it from Valor.
You click on events, right? And you create the event within the page. Because you can create events as a personal Facebook or as a Facebook page. It's confusing.
Say that again. Create the event as a personal.
Create the event
From your business.
as a Facebook business page. Okay? Does that make sense?
No.
No? Okay. All right, we'll talk after. We'll talk after. We'll talk after. No. No. The path of least resistance, because you guys use Eventbrite,
Yeah.
is to actually have Eventbrite do the one click and have it add it to your Facebook page.
That's what I thought too. I just didn't
Oh, yeah.
know. The only bad thing is we run different farms within our company. Like we don't just have the one farm, so we want to be able to target different farms.
Yep.
Like crap, if I put it on our business
Got
page,
it.
then people up
Yeah.
Louis might be like, oh no, that's.
Yeah. Then you got to decide what you want to do. But you guys are on the right path.
Yeah.
You know, you're doing it, right? Right. But if I want to take this event, I can within Eventbrite. Anyone else use Eventbrite? I'm obsessed. It's free.
Need a class on Eventbrite.
I should do a class on Eventbrite. Right? It's so cool. It's free. You can send up to 250 emails a day. Very good response rate. But within here, I could add it to Facebook, right? One click, and then turn it into a Facebook event, right? Which I would recommend doing that. Okay. Other questions. This is the event. The other thing that's pretty cool, right? If you were doing anything with like videos and retargeting, this could be videos you post on your Instagram or your Facebook page, right? This is how we can retarget people, right? We can say, hey, anyone who, these are options. Watch 3 seconds, 10 seconds, 25%, 50%, right? And we could select one video, we could select 100 videos. And then we pull in the videos for that page or that Instagram account, and we start selecting them, and then we retarget the people that watched that specific video.
So, sorry, how do I identify those videos?
Yeah, so you go like this, right? I'd say, all right, well, let me see. Let's look at my videos that I posted to my Facebook page. All right, here's one that got 441 3-second views. Okay, I could retarget all those people, right? What else we got? I could go to Instagram account. Let's look at this. All right, here's one with 120. Here's 100. Here's 90. Here's 118. 148. Right? You can select as many as you want. If I was running an ad, this is like level 2, but like you could set up video funnels. You could retarget people that show interest and watch video A, and then show them video B, and then video C, and it's the whole thing. But this is the skinny on how to do all that. Okay.
What about another website that might have a Facebook pixel?
You have to own the website to control the code, but you do it this way. You'd first set up the Facebook pixel, install the pixel on your website.
Oh, so we can't retarget another website.
Oh, that'd be too easy. You need to have that pixel installed on that website to access that website data. Yeah. One thing you could do, like on that side of things, like on the side of Google Ads, you can retarget people that, like you you could put your ads in front of your competition. If you know someone is searching for something and a popular video pops up,
that's a Google
it's a Google move, correct? Yep.
Google you can do a lot more.
Yep.
Facebook or shit. But Google's expensive.
Yeah, Google, you want to.
It's like 4x, probably 5x.
Google, the way I break down Facebook ads versus Google ads from like a lead generation standpoint, Facebook ads are way cheap, right? $4 a lead. But they usually are a bunch of crap and you got to work through them, wrong phone numbers, wrong whatever. I'm not interested yet. It's a longer nurture phase, right? You're looking at least 9-12 months out if you're going to work them. Google ads, they cost more, but in theory, they should be higher intent, right? Because if someone's searching something in on Google, find a real estate agent, whatever, right? They have high intent. They're looking. If someone's on YouTube looking, watching a video on 5 things I should know before I sell a home, high intent. They're spending time there, right? So in theory, if you can put your ad in front of them and capture that information, they should be in higher intent lead, but usually they cost more money.
Seller ads are more expensive. Those can go to like $30 to $50 per lead. Buyer ads are cheaper. But retargeting through Google is like $19 a lead.
A lot you can do.
Yeah.
Whole nother class. Yes.
So, would you recommend? I have a few questions, sir.
Okay, you're good.
Okay. First of all, which, if you're just thinking about branding, what are your CTAs that you recommend?
Branding, CTAs, most popular ones are send a message. They are take them to your website. I would always encourage you, if you have a website, right, with a landing page, you can capture their email address, right? I'm all about I want to have people on these platforms, but I also want to get their email and get them off the platform. Because I don't know if tomorrow Mark Zuckerberg shuts down my account for some reason and I lose everything, right? I want to capture emails too. So if I can always have a CTA and drive them to, a landing page with a form and then capture their email, I'm always trying to do that. If not, you could do send message. There's a whole strategy there as well. And those are the 2 most popular ones. Yeah.
And then for each audience, do you recommend having a separate campaign or just blending them, or?
Depends on the strategy. Depends on the strategy. So if you're running an ad, and it depends on what the goal is. Does it make sense to show this to everyone, or is it just one category? If it's just one category, then in theory, right, you'll set up different campaigns for different groups of people, right? So I click here. Other things you can do, if anyone, right, awareness is what we're talking about today. And when you set these up, right, it tells you this is good for reach, brand awareness, video views, traffic. This is good for link clicks. Right? So if you're trying to drive someone to a website to sign up on Eventbrite, traffic might make sense. The difference between awareness and traffic, they're very similar, but the difference is that Meta knows, again, they know everything about us, and they know if they serve this as a traffic ad, because your goal is to get someone to click that button to then go to a website, they already know the people that are more likely to click the button and go to a website, and they'll show the ad to those people first, right? So it's higher intent, right? For the
How much you run an ad for growth for your page?
Growth for your page. That's a great question. If I want to grow, say, my Instagram account, then a great one I could do is it's been a minute since I've done this, right? I could do an engagement ad down here. I could still do an awareness ad, But check this out. What I could do when I set up this ad is I could tell them my goal, right? If I chose, say, awareness, and then I go down to my objective down here and I show more options. Oh, are they moving on me? Come on. Let's switch it.
Always movies.
They're moving it around. Let me see if it's an engagement. Oh, you know what? Here's where it is. You'll run awareness ad. And then on the second level, the second page right here, where the heck is it? Oh, they moved it.
Yeah, the awareness ads would just be for
Maybe it is over here. Let me see.
them getting to know the event.
Oh, I found it. Okay. So if you want to grow your Instagram account, you want to grow your Instagram profile and drive people to the Instagram, you run the ad as a traffic ad, okay? A traffic campaign. And then when you choose traffic campaign on the second level, the ad set level under traffic, it tells you, right? It's like, look at this here. I'll zoom in. What do you want to do? Where do you want people to go? Do you want them to go to a website, an app, message destinations, Instagram profile, right? So send traffic to your Instagram, right? So then people could click follow and choose whether or not they want to follow you.
Oh.
So,
Sorry, what about to grow a group?
we can't target a group, but here's what you could do. Here's how I would do it. I would choose website. I would then copy and paste the URL for that group and drive them to that page with the URL for the Facebook group and take them there. Got it? Cool. Good questions. What else?
You mentioned, I mean, this is largely about branding ads.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say we have $1,000 a month budget. Maybe 100 to 200 on branding and the rest on leads.
Yeah, it's plenty.
Yeah,
It's plenty.
perfect.
How big is your audience?
I'm just making numbers up.
Yeah, $100.
Trying to wrap my brain around it.
900 on 10% max.
Got it.
It's that cheap. And then cold lead gen. And I'd split that budget between Facebook ads and Google ads. Well, actually, it depends on what you're doing. Probably Google ads. Yeah. Yep.
Is there a way to link Facebook and Google? Because I kind of like the idea of like if they go to the page, they can click a add this to my calendar button, and then it automatically can like add to their Google Calendar or whatever. Is there an easy tool for that, or is that just a dream for now?
So you run an ad, drive someone to like a Calendly link.
Maybe so. Yeah, it was more of like we're doing a dumpster day, and
Okay.
so it's not something we're selling. It's not something we necessarily.
Yep.
We've got an element to get their information out of it, but it was.
Personally, I would just do probably what you're doing.
Okay.
Drive them to the Eventbrite, have them RSVP, right? Plug in their name, at least their email, if not phone number as well.
Yeah.
Require it, right? Then you can set up reminder emails. Okay.
And just reminder emails instead
You
of.
can set up reminder emails. Yep. Or if you want to take it to the next level, also require them to plug in their phone number. And then you can download all of that contact info before the event or a couple days before. And if you want to shoot out like a reminder text message,
Yeah.
you could there's a bunch of apps out there. I use this one. It's called Reach. And you could actually take all those phones and quickly send an individual but mass text message to each person, right? So like I could take, say, this message and I could click, boom, I could choose my group, and then we'll instantly send out individual messages to each person in that group, reminding them. So if you really want to hit it hard, that's what I would do.
Okay.
Is this the Reach app?
Yep.
Can you
Yep.
add links to it as well? If like we wanted to run a link on Brevity for a home evaluation,
Yep.
we could push it out to all the phone numbers. Hey, if
there's
you're
a Bitly
interested in
right there.
Yeah. The best thing you can do is create a Bitly link.
a bit.
Bitly, it's free. Anyone heard of that? Bitly?
Yeah.
Right?
I've seen.
All it does is it just shortens any link you want, makes it smaller. That way it's not a bunch of characters. And just shorten it down. Yep. And everyone, let's be honest, everyone has their phone on them, right? So maybe they don't see your email, they're gonna see your text message. Yeah. And the best part about that app is that it comes from your real phone number. You don't have to buy a phone number. Yeah. So the advantage of that app, you guys, is it's from your phone number. It's great, but don't abuse that system. Don't like spam text people because you don't want your real phone number marked as spam. Okay? Look at this. The juices are flowing here. How are we feeling? Are we good? Is that like a good overview? Okay. So workflow, like taking it back to the top. If I wanted to run an ad, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create my content, photo, video, carousel. Then I'm going to post that content, or I'm going to use a third-party scheduler to post that content. For me, I use this program. It's called oneupapp.io. It automatically posts to all of my platforms. For those of you that want to take it up a notch, this is the best platform out there that I've found. For $12 a month, you can post to all of these platforms. Okay. I'm a big believer in if I'm going to post something, I'm going to put it everywhere, put it on all the platforms. All right. So it's going to go Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Google, LinkedIn, Pinterest, TikTok, if we still have it, YouTube, right? List goes on. I'll create that post. I'll post it. It will go everywhere, right? Then once it's posted, I'll leave it be for 48 hours. Then if I want to run an ad behind it, right, I can go into the Meta Business Suite. I could go down here. I could click on use existing post, right? I could grab it and then I could run it as an ad and then push it out. Okay. Questions? How are we feeling? Silence.
Do you ever do anything with Pinterest?
I pin on Pinterest. That's it though. That's it. I don't know. Someone, I actually listed.
Sponsored ads from Amazon on there that I wonder how the targeting works.
I haven't ran Pinterest ads. I haven't messed with that. I don't
The
know.
whole world though, because if you spend time on Pinterest, man, you can.
That's a whole nother world.
Well, houses.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Right. Can you tap into that audience?
Yeah.
It's a good question. I don't know Pinterest. I know Meta, you can run $1 a day. Also, too, what's your minimum budget is my question, right? Let's see. What's the minimum ad spend for Pinterest ad?
Can you get their emails off of their Pinterest handle and then maybe plug that in as an audience to your Facebook?
There's no set minimum. That's pretty cool.
Because then, like, you could use everybody you're following, download all their emails, and then put them in Facebook as an audience.
And there's so many people on Pinterest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. It looks like there's no minimum spend. Can you do custom audience ads on Pinterest? Maybe.
Yeah.
Possibly. I know you can do it on Meta. I know you can do it on Google if you spend $50,000. I know you can do it on LinkedIn, but the minimum dollar ad spend is at least $10 a day. I know you can do it on TikTok, but the minimum ad budget is $500 per ad. So you can do it at a lot of different locations. So it just matters where your people at.
You can because of Etsy.
Yeah.
Like, people sell their stuff and then you end up in their algorithm.
Yeah.
It's just a
And
way
like,
to go.
if Amazon's able to run ads, then why can't I?
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Right. Good questions. Pinterest, to be continued. Guys, that's all I got. I hope that was eye-opening and helpful. Here's the deal. If you want this slide deck and you didn't scan that QR code, just write down slide deck. I'll send it to you. If you fill out that form, I'll collect it. I'll follow up with you, give you everything. If you do need further assistance or help with this, happy to sit down with you one-on-one. I've got this pretty dialed where we can sit down and knock it out in an hour and have you ready to go with ads running. But that's kind of the process, and I highly recommend you do it because I know it works. 5-star testimonial right here in the front.
10
So thank you all for being here today. Appreciate it, and hope to see you at more classes soon.